I airdropped a bunch of game in.
Hell yeah.
Girls.
It's raining man.
Hallelujah.
It's raining man.
What up, John?
Sup?
John.
I'm here to fuck bitches and make money, and I'm all out of money.
I curated these games today very specifically, even down to the amount of quarters you're allowed to use, so it's going to be a good one.
Oh boy. It's beat 'em ups, therefore suffering is incoming.
Hopefully. It is recording right now, so Tim, go ahead.
Big titty hoes!
Good. Okay. Now that's out of the way.
Now let me tell you about how our host got the secret name, the Time Bang.
Oh god. I thought you were going to tell a fake story, but yeah.
Would you prefer a fake story?
No.
Too bad!
Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna grab these guys. Gentlemen, will you be joining us?
Yeah, 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm coming.
Alan Akron, yes? No? Looks like Alan Akron right there.
I was there as of like 5 minutes ago. Akron, I don't know. I assume he's gonna join though. He was talking about joining, so.
Okay, I'll call Al.
Running the dogs to the bathroom real quick.
We'll just wait a second. It's not time yet, but no Al, because he's fucking old and never answers his phone. Alright, we'll delay start just a little bit. I started recording. It's good. We have Twitch running if anyone wants to use Twitch instead of Discord to watch along.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll go till the 5-minute mark and then I'm just going to start to respect everyone's time. Al is still not answering, so fuck him. Walker here? How can people lack punctuality?
That's why I like to show up to stuff early.
I appreciate that about you, John. Oh, there he is.
Had to pee.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Al, did Akron say anything before he left?
If he did, I was already gone. I'm sorry.
Fuck.
It's okay, we'll get about another 3 minutes. Walker's not here anyway.
I'm looking for my controller.
I'll
So.
call Walker. Herding cats. No, Walker's here, just can't talk. Understandable. Okay, cool beans. That's good enough. About 3 more minutes, but today's topic is beat 'em ups. That means any game where you play as a character that has to beat up hordes of enemies with intermittent boss stops.
Oh, I thought it was a fighting game.
You thought it was what?
I thought it was a fighting game. I thought we were gonna be doing like Street Fighter or something.
Nope. If you win, you can pick fighting games. We are playing beat 'em ups. Its own genre, like Final Fight. We're taking it to the streets. All of today's games are running on arcade hardware. Well, emulated arcade hardware, I guess.
I'm here.
Nice. Hey! Alright, that is everybody. So, first things first. Again, welcome to another edition of the Retro Game Challenge, brought to you by the Finnick Foxes podcast and Morton Salt and the letter R. We are going to be playing beat 'em ups today. I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jojo, you playing? Okay, so I got 7 players today.
Wait, I'm just gonna be a spectator today.
6 players today.
I don't think I can. No, I'm kidding.
I swear to fucking God. Alright, there we go. I don't believe I forgot anyone. Perfect. So, today, again, we are playing beat 'em ups, the games that eat your quarters at arcades but keep you playing and keep you guessing. The rules will be a set number of tokens, which will be assigned to you. You'll load them before you start the game, and an objective. So, in this case, each one will be running for around a 20-minute period with a little bit of variation. Scoring will be in finish order, descending from 5 points. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to anyone who happens to finish the game within the time limit will still receive that 1 point. And we will, at the end of 3 games, have crowned a champion, and they will be able to pick next week's title. Our first game goes back to something that I like to call, hey, we have the Marvel license, but we're not even sure what the characters are supposed to do or be like. So we made this. Spider-Man the video game. On arcade.
Oh yeah.
I'm here to fuck bitches and make money.
Please do share your screens once you have things up. Thank you very much. I highly recommend that you get on into the game and check things out. There are only 2 buttons, attack and jump. If they are pressed at the same time, it will do a super attack that does drain your life. Please don't get too deep into the game. If you get to Scorpion, you've gone too far. If you run into any issues, please let me know. I don't know if I can help, but I can encourage you. What an eclectic group of characters. Spider-Man, Hawkeye, Black Cat, Namor. 2 of these things are not like the others. Have some issues, John? You okay?
Yeah, it's just I was having a hard time booting up, but I think I got it.
Ah, right on, right on. Alright, once you are all done, just go ahead and reboot the machine. I'll tell you how many tokens to load. Remember, if you get to Scorpion, you've gone too far. Not where he steals your thing, but you'll get to him as an actual boss.
Did they really give Hawkeye arrows but no bow?
He technically has a bow, technically. Remember, these people have a tenuous grasp of what the characters are actually like, and or do. They like to just scream their names a lot.
Much like the MCU.
Yeah, they like to just scream their names a lot, and then that's where we go. But please return to the main screen when you are done. Anyone still figuring out controls, or are we good?
Gucci gang.
Alright, so this one is notoriously bizarre, and you will see what I mean once you get to the first boss and defeat him. You'll be playing with 10 tokens today, no additional tokens, so load yourself preload with 10 tokens so you don't have to worry about it.
You can only do 9.
Okay, cool, you can do 9, that means you can add 1 more when you're ready.
Super ready.
This is a race to finish as quickly as possible. First person to defeat the Green Goblin will be our winner. The Green Goblin. Everyone ready? I'm going to say ready, set, go. Ready? Oh, speak now, forever hold your peace.
Let's go!
Ready,
Think so.
set, go! Go get that Green Goblin. Let's switch over to Nils here. Let's see who he's picking. He's got the Black Cat. Felicia Hardy. Felicia Hardy doing some work on these weirdly nondescript bad guys that look like putties from Power Rangers. I love the little jumps that the characters do. Also, every time a guy comes on screen screaming, "Here!" does make me pretty happy. Also, every game that's a beat 'em up has to have a fat guy. And he's always tougher than everyone else and uses his fat in some kind of attack. Whether it be charging, rolling, whatever. Let's look at Tim. Tim playing Namor with his weirdly long, sexy legs. And electric powers. Everyone remember Namor's electric powers? Yeah, me too. Also notice that your health naturally goes down because this game hates you and every moment you spend is making it worse. Tim encountering the Scorpion, who looks very poorly drawn, like someone put him on a notebook on their math textbook binding. Scorpion twerking it, whirling his tail back and forth. Let's swap over to John real quick. John with Black Cat laying it down, doing them backflips. But who could be in that tube? That's very interesting. I guess we'll find out pretty soon here. Uh-oh, it's Edward Brock, also known as Venom. Grayson coming in with Spider-Man, the absolute classic Chad maneuver, and playing Spidey in his own game title.
I beat Venom.
Venom is down for Tim already, ridiculously strong. Uh-oh,
Might be
Spidey
Venom.
getting choked out. Uh-oh, Topher taking Venom down. Al is right on the cusp of taking Venom down, but he goes down, burning his first continue. Sticks with Spider-Man, he believes. Venom goes down. Notice the screen has zoomed out. Topher rocking the Submariner. Now you are in more of a shooter situation. Submariner demonstrating his wicked lightning powers. I remember that in Black Panther. Topher just getting fucking railed on, taking shots to the face like a male porn star. We all remember when Namor sponsored a soda company and that he could climb on walls. This is incredibly realistic. We also remember when Venom grew to the maximum size that he had, being like 40 stories tall.
Dead again.
Tim taking down Venom, he thought, but there's multiple phases! Because he's so big. Switch back over to Nils, who is black catting the hell out of Venom with her little grappling hook attachment. They couldn't think of a way for her to range attack effectively, but I'm pretty sure the same happened with Namor, where they were like, hey, shoot your electro blasts, Namor. Let's check in on Gur. Rocking the Spider-Man really did not even think of the connection.
Venom full dead.
Venom full dead for Topher. Cannot believe that he picked the Spider-Man, but he is quite a bit behind. So hopefully he'll do some catching up. Ace passed the Venom number 2 as well. He's shooting that lightning like he's Storm. Eventually the enemies will transition away from putties a little bit into guys that can be characterized as Street Thug, who's not a putty. Let's go ahead and check in on some of the continue situation. Most people still rocking.
Where do I go?
Go ahead and jump up there, John, on that pipe. Or, oh, I'm sorry, did he tell you to go down?
It didn't tell me anything.
Uh-oh. Try going down. Did you kill Venom?
Killed him the first time, and then he ran away, and then the game soft locked. I'm a pro.
That is completely insane. I played this several times to make sure that there were no issues like that. All right, you know what? John gets a free point. Soft lock. I apologize. Sit tight, start over if you want, but I'll give you a free point. Sorry about that.
That's all good.
Let's check in on Grayson. Grayson on 7 continues. Still sticking with Spider-Man? Let's see. Those green-gloved bastards with their green pants. Look at them. That's the outfit of someone who has given up on life and become a villain. When you don't have powers, you gotta make up for it with fashion sense. Look at that Kingpin. No wonder he's all fat. He's got a bad posture. Sending Michael Jackson Moonwalker extras after Spider-Man. Not sure what the purpose of that water over there is. Maybe if you're Namor and you stand in it, you're stronger. Tim testing the Namor stand in it stronger hypothesis. Not so sure it's working out, but it is a morale boost for sure. I love Namor's throw where he just yeets you into space and then watches you fall. Couple bucks if you can guess what Venom said there, because I listened to it a bunch and have no fucking idea.
First one done.
First one fully done. Let's switch over to Toph. Toph almost done with Venom as well. Venom being a little bitch boy and knocking down the Submariner. Toph is done. Checking in on Nils. He's almost done with Venom as well on this Black Cat run. Venom down for him. Oh, it is very close, folks. Remember, if you pass attack and jump at the same time, it does do your super attack. I think I've seen everyone using that, but I'm not sure. It does burn life like any fighting game. Big fan of Spider-Man, just I shot web everywhere. Switching back to our leader, Tim, he's on the Kingpin's blimp. Because I guess blimps were still a thing when this game was made. Enough so that the Kingpin thought he should have a blimp with his fucking name on it. Because I know when I'm a crime kingpin, I want to advertise where I'm at all times.
Well, yeah, naturally.
Tim making money moves on this blimp, but the fat guy gets him right in the back hole. Switching back to Gur, he is also on the blimp. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Grayson is on the blimp. Everyone is on the blimp, except for John, who beat the game on level 1. 5 continues remain for some of our players here. That is Dr. Kirk Connors, a.k.a. the Lizard, looking a little malnourished. If you know anything about the Lizard, he shouldn't look like he's the size of an actual gecko, but instead a hulking figure that is supposed to be imposing. Instead of looking less scary than an actual Komodo dragon. Lizard making running at you attacks like he's the fucking Juggernaut for some reason. Sometimes when you hit him and he makes noise, it looks like Kermit the Frog. Oh my god, he's eating your hands! There's a weird thing for him to latch onto, but I do respect it. We enter into another zoomed out level. These zoom in and zoom out mechanics, by the way, if you were a child watching and playing this in the arcade, blew your fucking mind. The sprites being so large was actually a major thing about this game, and games like Final Fight succeeded where others had trouble. Was that being able to render such large objects was huge. I don't believe this game ever got a port to a home console either, but thought it would be a great opportunity to share it with you all. Checking in on our leader, Tim, he is making his way downtown. With Spider-Man, he has switched off of the Submariner. He wanted to say I shot web as well. Can't see how many tokens Tim has because his resolution hates the world. Tim running into Electro. Electro taking a whole lot of health damage from those webs. Electricity coming in from the top as well. Al making his way down to fight Electro.
I already beat Electro.
Making his way down from beating Electro. And into the blimp he goes. Tim now making his way into Kingpin's branded blimp. Looks like he is right behind Alvaro, actually. Alvaro being a sneaky little sneakster. Here comes Namor's zoom in for Tim, but let's keep eyes on that frontrunner Spider-Man. He has 4 continues remaining to beat the Green Goblin. Green Goblin in this game sounds like if you made kale sentient and then put it in a blender so you could hear it scream. I, for one, love a whole bunch of nondescript barrels in the middle of my blimp. It's adding to the ambiance. It's the first time they've had that many characters on screen, I think. It's actually pretty impressive to have like 6 enemies on screen at one time. That guy throwing a flying crossbody is pretty special. Showing that agility. Also, I'm not sure if he's wearing a gold chain or those are clipping his vest together. $50 life left for Spidey, and Ford continues. 50 life now. 39 life. Oh, but there is some pickups, making sure that he can get onto the Green Goblin. He is fully engaging Green Goblin using some form of the Infinity Gauntlet or some such thing, trying to do the finger poke of doom like Hulk Hogan did on Kevin Nash that time he won the title and pissed everyone off.
We have 3 people on that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is... Oh, he's down, is
Got him.
he?
Got him.
Oh, is he?
Oh, maybe not.
Phase 2 of the Green Goblin. You thought he wouldn't use his glider? What kind of insane person are you? This is the Green Goblin. He's got to throw those goblin grenades. Why aren't they pumpkin bombs or something, but instead weird little grenades? I don't know. I'm pretty sure that they didn't even know anything beyond a rough picture of what he's supposed to maybe look like. This phase is highly annoying, as the Green Goblin will not get off his stupid-ass glider. Now he is just jetting back and forth. He is just making his way. Are those supposed to be pumpkins? I can't even tell. They're orange, so I'm just going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe there's some sort of fireball or grenade. Who will finish phase 2 of the Green Goblin? No one get too excited. There's a phase 3. That's not like spoiler.
So why did Kingpin's blimp say Big Brother was watching you?
That's a fantastic question. I don't actually know, and I'm not sure they know either. Green Goblin's glider explodes, so you'd think in phase 3 he'd change up his strategy, but nope. Still trying to poke you with that glowing glove. 2 continues remain for Al. Let's see if anyone else is on that last phase yet. Tim going to punch a hole through his fucking monitor. I can feel it. Gurr on phase 3, it looks like. Alex right behind on phase 2. It's a race between Gurr
Got it.
and Grayson. Grayson is our first to finish. He'll receive the full 5 points. Fantastic. 5 minutes do remain on the clock. Gurr gets him down. Second place, 4 points. Tim, struggling with these little Namor jump kicks. The legs are long.
Going?
Yeah, if you want to. You don't have to.
Then I'm just gonna eat.
All right, those jump kicks coming in from Nils. Those boots with the fur. The whole club looking at her as she does the jump kicks. There is an absolute way to just cheese the shit out of this fight.
Green
Wasn't
Goblin
sure.
fully dead.
Done.
Green Goblin fully dead. Oh, that was a photo finish right there. Let's see who loads into the next one first. It is Tim. So Tim finished very, very shortly before Topher. That means that Alex finishing will get him the 1 point. If he can get done in the next 2 minutos. Alex is done. Let me go ahead and update those scores. Where the hell is my scoreboard? There it is. Let's add a round. Alvaro with 5. Which means, who was second? Walker with 4. Tim with 3. Topher with the dose. And soft lock, 1 point. It's a small consolation, but it's what I got. And Alex with 1 as well. So this was a warm-up to get you a little bit used to it. Very simple mechanic, but kind of fun. Maybe no one's ever played it before.
I think I've played this game before, actually.
I mean, you might have. You might have. That's very true.
Yeah, I never did.
From here, it just gets a little more awesome. So, this one's going to require some controller help. Or controls help. There are 4 buttons, okay? I need everyone to listen to the following statement. The human guy cannot jump. Okay? This will become relevant if you play the human guy. We are going to play Alien vs. Predator.
Oh, hell yeah.
I heard Akron's erection.
No, it's the wrong one.
And I happily just beat the goblin after getting soft locked, so.
Shit. I highly recommend Alien vs. Predator. You go in and configure your controls. There are 4 buttons. 1 button is to shoot, 1 button is to attack, and 1 button is a dedicated grab button. And jump, of course. Unless you're the guy. The guy cannot jump. He does like a little run forward, like, eh.
Yeah, but what if I want the guy to jump?
Then, you know what? You can go hack the game and make him jump. It'll be great for Akron to be able to watch people fight xenomorphs for a while. Like I said, giving a little more time on the setup for this one. Looks like we're,
Supposed to have sound.
yes it is. You're not on the game, though. From what I'm seeing, you were playing Spider-Man still. Characters do have stats, and those stats do matter. Certain special features of certain characters are also in play. You can drop your weapon for some of the characters and have to pick it back up if you want to continue using it, of course. Again, make sure...
You said there should be 4 buttons?
Yes, there's a dedicated grab button. Which means you have to walk up to them and hit that button, and you will grab them. Looks like Gurr has wandered off. Very sad to see. Since he got second on the last one. But time marches on. Gotta respect everyone's time. He's gonna get absolutely left behind. I can actually see him moving stuff, but I wanted to keep making fun of him. Remember, 4 buttons. One of them is a dedicated grab button. When you were done, just simply reboot the game. Go back to that main screen. Make sure your controls are still good once you do the restart.
Okay.
So far,
Okay,
everything looking good for you, buddy?
Yeah, I'm at the screen. Can you see it?
Yes, I can. Let's see if John can soft lock this one, too. If you soft lock all three, that's the hat trick. You just win regardless of points.
All right, new objective.
Can you also not jump if you're the predator?
Predators can indeed jump. It
That's
is
just a button push.
It is by default on one of the shoulder buttons.
Okay. I mean, all of my stuff is assigned to different things that I can't jump, so.
Okay, go back into the game. Are you the predator?
It's Alex, it's right shoulder, or sorry, right bottom shoulder is what it is if you have an Xbox controller.
Ah, you can jump, good sir.
The warrior can't jump.
Okay.
The other one good.
The
The
hunter
top one.
can.
They can both jump, I believe, but I'm not 100%.
I couldn't get the warrior to jump.
Okay,
with
well,
any
maybe
combination
the
of
warrior
things.
can't jump. I don't know. I get you. I'm glad that we had this discussion. We're learning. We're learning about Alien Predator. Go ahead and, like I said, reboot. Go back to the main page. Alright, I believe we're all ready here now. So, Alien versus Predator. What kind of Alien versus Predator game would it be if I didn't say the following sentence? You need to kill the queen! And to do so, you're going to have 10 tokens. So go ahead and preload your 10 tokens now.
Only 9.
Okay, you can load 9 tokens and then have a 10th one when the time comes.
Can add a 10th once you start.
Yeah, there you go. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Alien Predator. Kill the queen, kill the queen. Starting from left to right, let's see what people pick. The Predator Warrior coming in for Ace. Lieutenant Kurosawa coming in for Gray. Gurr, not starting. He wants to get a late start, you know? I understand that. Nils with the Hunter. Getting absolutely fucking worked. There we go. Get that shoulder cannon going, good buddy. Topher with the Predator Warrior. John coming in with Kurosawa as well. Getting that machine pistol action. Walker joining the fray as the Predator Warrior. Let's watch him tear ass a little bit around here. Lots of these different xenomorphs making their way downtown. Gotta kill some of them. Lots of stuff dropping on the ground in this game. One time I saw a metal pipe drop while I was holding a Predator weapon and thought to myself, but why though? On the first boss, Chrysalis. Chrysalis, some kind of freaky ass alien hybrid. John over here already blowing through the Chrysalis. He's in the sewers. Kurosawa, the speed strats. Ace over here trying it with Kurosawa to take down Chrysalis as well. Busting out that gun action. Chrysalis done for Grayson and Tim. They're both headed into the sewers. Gopher almost done with Chrysalis. He's poking him with his little bone stick. no one has chosen to go with the the fat American guy. Can't jump. Very shocked by this revelation. He's a gun arm, guys. Come on. Nails tearing down that Chrysalis with that gun. Topher dropping into the sewers. So is Nils. Lieutenant Kurosawa tearing ass through the sewers for John. Kurosawa on the lift. A classic of all beat-em-ups is there has to be some sort of elevator or lift stage where things drop down from the ceiling onto you. It's a legal requirement. I love in this one that the plan to get the elevator moving again is to just beat the shit out of the control box. Their solution to technical malfunctions is the same as when CRT TVs used to stop working back in the day. Royal Guard spitting acid everywhere like the worst fountain that you do not want at your birthday. Using its bladed tail to take that first life from Kurosawa. She pulls out the katana and makes short work. Sam on the elevator making his way past the Royal Guard as well. Real dangerous situation here for that Royal Guard, just riddled with bullets. Grenade strats coming down. That Royal Guard's gonna spit acid soon. Check in with Grayson real quick here. Grayson also with the Kurosawa. Royal Guard dead for Tim. Kurosawa absolutely mutilating this Royal Guard in the corner. He never had a chance. Let's see how Gur's doing. Gur taking down the Royal Guard, but he's dropped his weapon. He's able to pick it back up, but drops it again. People starting to discover some of the secret techniques of pushing two buttons at the same time. The game over screen for the Predator being him initiating a self-destruct sequence is pretty fucking funny. This is John's to lose as he takes out Razor Claws, the second stage primary boss. Lots of dead bodies everywhere. Don't worry, Akron, we'll have plenty of face huggers going into round 3. Everyone wants to be able to ride on top of a truck shooting an omnidirectional infinite ammo weapon.
Oh my god. Jesus.
Lots of bullets, aliens, and everything flying in every direction.
Razor Claw.
Razor Claws is dead for Tim. He's moving on. Now it's his turn to ride on top of a vehicle, shooting bullets everywhere like a madman. Providing those hot lead injections to our friends from outer space.
Assault on a Queen.
John has reached the Assault on a Queen level, meaning that he has 7 minutes left, and several continues to get this done. Let's check in with Topher. Topher doing some work on Razor Claws, only slightly behind. Remember, second place and third are still quite a lot of points, so it's absolutely worth, if you're not finishing first, to get as high as you can. The shoulder cannon on these Predators is very effective at clearing out areas and buying you some space. Razor Claws at one hit He is just running from Topher. He doesn't want to get that last tap in. He gave him the little tippy tap with his bone spear, and now he is all the way done. I do love how the predators at the end of each level just yell really loud at the sky, but don't seem to make any actual noise. Checking in on Grayson, also with Kurosawa, had the disc weapon, traditionally a predator weapon, very low-tech seeming, but one of the more damaging weapons, in fact. Now he's picked up a grenade launcher. We're talking about area denial and clear weapons. The grenade launcher is going to be your #1 area clearer. I, for one, know a secret that in one of those boxes, there may be another weapon. Or there's a weapon right there on the ground. Look at that. The traditional flamethrower. The weak point of every alien invasion, not just aliens. The great equalizer of the universe and mankind seems to be fire. Nothing likes to be burned. If we ever run into something that likes to be burned, it might be able to be defeated by a ceiling fan, because obviously it's running at a very high temperature. Worms jumping everywhere, face-hugging on Kurosawa. Oh my god. Al is getting incubated, just like that time in the dungeon of the Mad Mage. Got a little alien baby growing inside him. Will he be an absentee father this time? Stay tuned. Gur doing some awesome work as well. Just slightly behind. Tuning back into John here. John is right at the end here, I think. Getting ready to enter into the cave full of eggs. If you'll notice, the word demonstration keeps appearing in the bottom left. I have no idea why that's happening, but it does it all the time. Questionable Subway sandwich laying in the lair of the Queen next to dead bodies. I've eaten worse food from actual Subway that gave me food poisoning and still gone back. Used to eat them hot tuna sandwiches. Why did I do that? I don't know. I like to think I was going through a rough time. After the third time I almost died, I did swear off with them. These aliens in a very weird position, like lying on the ground. Never thought about the position that an alien would sleep in, but I suppose that makes sense. Royal Guard, that can only mean one thing, that it's guarding royalty, right? Kurosawa, one of the only characters that doesn't have to wait for an overheat period, but can instead do a reload animation to get the bullets back in her gun. She is also the fastest character, the trade-off being that she technically does the least damage. Most damage being the guy that can't jump that nobody fucking picked, because apparently, fuck America, only pick Asians and predators. There we go. Tim picking up the guy that absolutely sucks and walks so slow it's technically a disadvantage. He's bought into my bait. He does, however, do that badass, like, suplex maneuver, so you know he's the best. Tim rolling up on this Royal Guard, though. Holy shit, that damage output is insane from the American. Egg showing up for the first time. 4 minutes remaining, looks like, on the clock. A plate of beefsteak that fell out of the wall. Characters in video games do not eat very well. Grayson got ahead somehow onto the queen? Taking fucking shots? I don't know how this happened or what is possible, but this child of the 80s and early 90s bringing their skills to bear. And the
Alien Queen dead.
queen goes down. Grayson is our first finisher. Congratulations, sir. Looks like Gurr may be our second finisher here. John also fighting the Alien Queen. Everyone else in the chamber right before. Alien Queen picking up and just throwing a motherfucker. She doesn't care. Salad hiding underneath the Alien Queen. That's how you know it's quality. Gurr going apeshit, taking out the Alien Queen right at the last moment to take second place. John on the case. Nils and John racing for that third place. John very close to finishing.
And dead.
Right before Alex can get the job done. His last minute switch to the American is what changed things, I believe. Alex finishing off Salad Fingers. Nobody going for that salad that's buried underneath the queen. I'm very disappointed.
Killed it.
Them finishing in a respectable fourth place. And Topher, almost done. Bringing up the rear, but he's going to get it done. This one had some swings. Some of these screens were tougher than others for different people. You can see the advantages the different characters would bring to the table. That's what makes this game very, very interesting. 1 minute remaining. Let's all watch Topher and believe in him. Do it, Toph. Show her that young blood, baby.
Get after it.
Spin it. Spin it. Tailspin. Getting them crucial points. Taking down that Alien Queen. That is the end of round 2. Let's check out our standings. Add a round. Al getting 5 more points. Absolute Chad maneuver. Who was second? Gurr? Walker?
Yep.
Walker in second place. Tim in third, I believe. Oh, no, I'm sorry. John was in third, right?
Yeah.
Tim was fourth.
Tim was in fourth.
So what?
What?
Okay.
What?
I think Alex finished before me.
Oh.
I don't know though. I wasn't paying attention.
Gotcha. Hey, I'm trust the honor system. You know, I got it. Topher and Tim bringing up the rear. All right.
No,
What?
Tim finished before Topher, right?
Yes, but
Oh,
they both get 1 point because they finished outside
Oh,
of
okay.
the... All right, Al kind of running away with her. Walker middling about, trying to challenge him, but poor John getting fucked by that first game. We'll see if it matters. Going into our last game, I am going to preface that this is absolutely one of my favorite games of all time.
So it's dog shit. Got it.
I love it more than almost life itself. I'm just kidding, but I do love it a whole lot. We are going to play until you beat the game. Should take about 20 minutes. Takes a little longer. That's okay. But we're going to beat this motherfucking game unless you run out of tokens. There are 3 buttons for this game. We are going to go back to Marvel and a magical time when you could walk into an arcade and see a machine that had 6 fucking players. We're talking about X-Men, the arcade game.
Here we go.
We are playing the 2-player version because since you're only playing with 2 people, it will have bigger sprites and just looks better in general. Go ahead and go in and feel free to go ahead and kill Pyro. So go get your controls down, kill the first boss, try a couple characters. And then I will tell you how many tokens you have to beat the game with. This game having a very weird selection of characters, in that the main characters all make sense, but then Dazzler is like, "Hi, I'm Dazzler." Bonus credit if you can tell me who Dazzler is. Wow, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, cool. Very popular Marvel character. That's why she's in there, guys.
Wait, what was that?
Oh!
What was the question?
I said bonus token to anyone who can tell me who Dazzler is.
Was she a pop singer?
Yeah, what's her power?
Oh, doesn't she like throw fireworks? Like she like
She is not Jubilee.
no, but her powers have to do with light, but I can't remember exactly what the fuck it was.
Anyone want to elaborate on those powers for a token? Keep in mind, also, using your mutant power does drain your life. So be cautious about your usage. However, it is extremely powerful and in general a screen clear. If anyone can also come up with a great story why Magneto is using fucking Sentinels that are human size.
I'm going to go for like battle suits with people inside them, and he's just torturing them by controlling the suit.
But there are battle suits. The guys with the guns are dudes in suits. It is a very strange situation. But yeah, that's the closest I've got. So far, I've got 3 Wolverines, a Nightcrawler, 4 Wolverines, and 2 Nightcrawlers. All right. I like this variety. Each character's fighting style is slightly varied. I do want to point out that you can hit enemies while they're on the ground. So that allows you to get in some extra hits there. Once you have defeated Pyro, go ahead and go back to your main screen. Your controls should be set by then, I would assume. The bosses do not have health bars, but the traditional way of showing that someone is damaged in an old school video game, they just start blinking at variable speeds, getting faster until they're dead.
You said there's only 3 buttons, right?
There should be a button that jumps, one that attacks, and one that uses your mutant power.
Cool.
Okay. Looks like just about everyone is there. Topher's getting ready to finish off Pyro, looks like. But yes, X-Men the arcade game did have a cabinet with 6 players where you could play as all of the people at once. It was absolutely buck fucking wild.
Yeah, it was great.
The game did get a re-release on Xbox 360 Arcade. years ago, and you could select what version of the game you wanted to play, which denoted mostly what size the characters were. Alright, let's head back to that main screen. Looking good, waiting on Topher's to load. So here's what is going to happen. You are going to have 25 tokens. That is 25 tokens. This one will let you preload more tokens, by the way, because it has 2 digits. It's not like a Y2K fucking situation or whatever.
Nice.
20 number, right?
25 tokens, yes. Seems like a lot until this motherfucker starts eating your quarters. You'll know the time when it switches over, and it's like you don't get to play anymore. Everyone got their tokens preloaded.
See ya, mate.
Checking. Looking good, looking good. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, X-Men. Template Cyclops. Got a Cyclops, a Wolverine, a Storm, another Wolverine, a Colossus, Topher. You get a free point because you picked Colossus. I'll award that to you at the end there, buddy. Dazzler coming in clutch. Dazzler's actually really good in this game. Her super is quite strong. Cyclops kicking the shit out of a downed man. That's how you lead a team, by example.
Hit them while they can't hit you back.
Exactly. I love how these guys just blow up like crazy, which makes Akron's whole theory even more unsettling. Cyclops in his blue jumpsuit and yellow panties doing a serious beatdown. Limited powers on a lot of these characters sort of makes sense, but on Cyclops it's very strange because his limited power should be that he has to somehow turn off his ability to do things. Ah, missed out on that energy. That would have been a full heal. Back over to Gur playing some of that Wolverine. Already blown through 6 continues. Oh no, okay, he just preloaded a bunch of lives. Never mind, I was like, holy fucking shit, guys. I thought 25 was good, we might have to go higher. Alright, let's check over to Storm. Oh, I'm sorry, Storm is great, or Grayson is a Wolverine. Storm running a train with her little weird cane dagger thing. We all remember that about Storm, that she had a weird little cane dagger. They had to make up some reasons for some people to have super attacks in this game. Storm's is easy. She throws a tornado. Dazzler, she converts sound into hard light energy that she can then project. Uses it primarily in her job as a pop star to make things look cool, but it can also hurt people. That's what you were looking for there, Al. Storm running a train on Pyro here. So we've got a couple people already onto the next level. Ace making his way through Pyro's level. Topher doing the things that he do. Clearing the first level without using a continue. That may end up being important later if people start to run out of continues. Gets a full heal on the second level as well. Check in on Grayson's Wolverine. He's saying bub to these robots a lot. Wolverine's super in this game, you would think, would be some sort of regeneration power. In the game Golden Axe 3, there's a character named Trix. Trix has the ability to grow a tree using magic. I just realized tricks are for kids. There's no connection there. He's a small satyr with a pitchfork. And the tree grows fruit that can heal his teammates. So there was already an established possibility of this being a power, but instead they were like, you know what? He's just going to rub his claws together menacingly really, really fast. And then when he does that, like, everything's just going to die.
I accidentally switched off my guy.
That's okay. You can always switch back if you want after you die the next time. And die you shall. Lot of variation in enemies here. If you like color palette swaps, this is the place for you.
No. Well,
I like to think that if you stab someone on the ground with Wolverine's claws, they would probably just die. Looks getting close to that second level boss here. Anyone want to guess what the second level boss is for an extra token? Gotta do it before you get there.
What's that? What's the Wolverine's alter counterpart? The
Sabretooth?
Yeah.
Excellent guess. Excellent. No, that would be actually way cooler. Keep in mind that this is...
Gambit.
Nope. It is sticking to a theme of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, because Magneto...
It's the Blob.
It is the Blob. You already got there. You don't get to yell the Blob once you're already there, Al. I can see you. God damn it. Nothing moves the Blob. Oh my god, this is a crime. Al is jumping the Blob into a gang. The Blob is officially a member of the 4th Street Hustlers. Whether he wanted to be or not. Wolverine getting a message from Charles. Wolverine saying, I don't got time for that shit, Charles. Moving on to the Savage Land. This boss is not related to the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, but if you can guess who the boss of the Savage Land is... Another token for you.
Mr. Sinister.
It is not Mr. Sinister. Excellent guess, though. Blob picking up Dazzler and throwing her. That is just rude as shit. Blob going down. We've got a couple of people onto... Gert back on the title screen, I think. No, Savage Land. What the fuck? I got very confused there. Let's see. We've got pretty much everyone on the Savage Land. Tim, bring up the rear a little bit with Toph. They're playing conservatively, though. They've got a lot of their tokens left, which I like to see. 24 tokens there, whereas other folks might be rocking a little bit less. You've also got to think, if you've got this many tokens, should you be blowing more supers here and there? It does take your life, but it does get you through the levels faster. The Buzzbee boss coming out looking just very, very weak. Very annoying boss as well, flying all over the goddamn place. He's Crocodile Man looking very much like Sauron without the wings, but somehow not related. Wilting flowers show up exactly, I think, 1 or 2 times in the game. Very strange that they put those in and then never really use them again. Especially with the color swaps they do on these Sentinel-type characters. So for punching Blob at his asshole. Got him in the corner doing some weird moves that are really working out, but oh, nope, he goes down, lickety-split. Doing them little jump kicks with my boy Colossus. Keep in mind, Topher, you can also use the super to knock him down. Blob is almost down for Topher here. Blob goes down and he is off to the Savage Land. Dazzler fighting off the bees as Wolverine falls down to fight, not Moleman, these guys.
These guys.
And here comes the Wendigo. Wendigo doing some absolute ass tearing. Our boy Wolverine. Wendigo, of course, a Canadian supervillain who comes out when someone consumes human flesh while in the Canadian wilderness. If someone is currently a Wendigo and someone else consumes human flesh in the Canadian wilderness, they stop being the Wendigo and the new guy becomes the Wendigo. Which would be pretty awkward. Wendigo is also the first villain that Wolverine ever fought, as he appeared in first in the Hulk 180 in Shadows, and then in Hulk 181 in his full appearance, where he assisted the Hulk in fighting off the Wendigo. Hulk stating in one of the comics that Wendigo punched him the hardest he had ever been punched at that period in time. The powers of the Wendigo can be yours for the low, low price of literally eating your buddy's ass. If the guys from Alive had crashed in the Canadian wilderness, they would have just taken turns transforming into the Wendigo. Would have made for a much more compelling film. You have to question the Robin-esque outfits of these lizard men. The high boots with the panties, not a great look. Swap back over to Gur, taking on the Wendigo. I know, it seems pretty easy right now. You're like, oh man, I'm just fucking tearing through. Like, oh, no problems. It's easy. Don't worry, the game will start hating you soon. Here comes an annoying bat asshole for Al there. Use your optic blasts, Tim. Shoot him in his butthole. Tim taking on that Wendigo. Topher are just a wee bit behind. But again, with 23 continues and a life still on deck. Playing overly cautiously, perhaps. Let's see if it pays off. Storm coming out for John. He needs that wind power. Nils on that Wolverine, doing some of what Wolverine do. Guys coming in on these sleds that you can't see and will hit you out of nowhere. Absolutely fair. Take those energy pills. I assume they're mutant growth hormone. The only thing that actually makes sense. Swinging away at this little bat bastard as he flies around causing all sort of problems. Grayson also making short work of these guys. Has not even had an opportunity to switch off of Wolverine yet. He has burned through 5 continues at this point. Still sitting pretty good. Who, oh who, could be the boss of this level? That's right. It's everyone's favorite Super Sentinel that hates mutants and wants to kill them, but is inexplicably working for Magneto. Nimrod. Which is also a really stupid-ass fucking name. It's not his fault. He didn't name himself. It's not like a Big Daddy situation where he wanted to call himself Frankenstein.
I accidentally added 3 extra credits.
That's okay. Keep on going, buddy. Thank you for keeping yourself honest, though. I appreciate it. After the switch to Wolverine, making quick work of this fodder here. Still got 3 continues left, and he's not that far behind. The strategy could absolutely pay off. Tim working on the bat.
How many lives do you start with?
Well, it depends on how many times you pushed start. Every time you push start, it adds an additional life. But as long as you only put in 25 credits, you're fine.
Okay.
Keep in mind that you generally receive 2 lives per credit. So yours should be just about accurate, yeah. Really getting in on that storm. I respect it. Dedication to my beautiful Nubian sisters.
Dude, fuck that bat.
That
Yeah,
bat
that's
is
the worst.
the worst. I would highly recommend Tim switching off Cyclops because he is the worst.
I don't know how to change, or else I would have.
You have to die with no lives left. So if you've been mashing cert, you'll have lives. He's not actually the worst, he's just a different playstyle. Makes some of these parts harder, some easier. Gur taking down Nimrod. Grayson slightly ahead here. $15 credits remain for him. Checking in on everyone's credits. Topher still sitting pretty. I know he used a couple credits, but that's okay. Nils at about 20. Grayson down to 15.
I have some extras.
Okay.
I have some extra credits left.
Gotcha.
3 over.
If you're talking about your lives, that's normal.
No, I mean, like, I didn't
Oh, you hit
realize
the
it was
button.
adding it to my lives.
I gotcha. No worries. Alright, looks like Tim's got plenty of credits left as well. John at 18 credits, making the heroic switch over to the Colossus Man.
Colossus.
And here comes part of that elevator requirement. He goes toe-to-toe with the White Queen. White Queen getting jumped into a gang, but she finally tossed him up. Down goes the White Queen. Alvaro, a frontrunner, running into Charles Xavier's brother, aka the Juggernaut, bitch! Al accidentally almost ticking down his timer all the way. Juggernaut interrupting your attacks to knock you down. He doesn't give a shit about you. If you were watching at home, this is the point where the game says, "Give me your quarters, you filthy child." As it no longer cares about the illusion of playing fair.
Now you're far enough to be invested. Give us your money.
Exactly. It is Game Design 101. Fleece that customer. Let's see how many tokens have to be used to beat this Juggernaut. And another one's down, and another one's down. Another life bites the dust.
Why are there guiles on fucking roller carts coming after me?
And why aren't they shooting you when they have guns?
With their guns.
Yeah.
Those
Instead
are the Ravagers. They also hate mutants and kill them. So of course they're working for Magneto. Here comes Nils running into the welterweight champion of the world, the Juggernaut, bitch!
Who also has a gun he doesn't use?
He uses the gun.
Oh.
Now, did he use it effectively, Akron? No, he will not use it effectively. Uh-oh, Alex has got him in some kind of bizarre loop. I've never actually seen this. Juggernaut breaks it, but he is already fucked. Holy shit, that was a lot of time saved. Gur over here trying to make his way downtown on the Juggernaut. Throwing wind at an unstoppable force, that sounds totally reasonable. Gur is all in on Storm with 30 lives and only 1 credit left.
Juggernaut down.
Back to our leader, Grayson, who is slightly ahead. Let's switch over to Topher, who is also on his Juggernaut kill. Doing some excellent work with Colossus.
Jesus Christ.
John switching over to our friend, the Nightcrawler, Kurt Wagner, a religious Germanic priest. Discovering very quickly that you can fall in holes, unfortunately. Which does take your entire life. Gur trying to be cautious not to fall in that hole as my mom gasped from behind me. She thought he was for sure going down. Berserker using the power of the wind to get knocked into a fucking pit. Like Leonidas, he got kicked in there by one of those fucking sentinels. Oh, and in he goes again. This game hates your quarters. Jumping back to Tim, he is at that Juggernaut. He switched characters effectively to the Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler, a much more agile and quick character. Our front runner fighting, if you had nondescript Egyptian statues with giant sickles or scythes, then you are right. Al dangerously letting his timer tick down. This is an interesting strategy. He's got 2 seconds to pick a character. Okay, he gets in the buzzer there. The third Egyptian statue activates, making for the trifecta. First statue down, second statue very blinky. Third statue shooting lasers. 3 lives and 8 credits remain. And folks, it's gonna get worse before it gets better. Scythes swing and lasers blasted out of the eyes of these guys. Not sure who they're supposed to be, or if it's just like, hey, it's Egypt, let's put in some random pharaohs. The Golden Sentinel Brigade coming after Wolverine. Let's see, we've got 27 lives left on Gur. He is also fighting the Egyptian trio. So is Nils. He is doing some severe work with Wolverine on the catch-up train. Since the switch to Nightcrawler, Tim has also been doing some serious catch-up. Nightcrawler's super being much better at screen clearing than Cyclops's. Nils fighting the absolute last golden Chad here. Keep in mind that those of you that said you added additional tokens, if you did not hit the select button, but instead just hit start and kept adding lives, that is burning tokens, so you're fine. Just so we're clear. Switching over to John, he's doing some work with the Dazzler. He's also on the moon fighting the Golden Shower Brigade. Not sure the advantage of either making yourself out of gold or painting yourself gold, but either way they got kicked right in the fucking scrot. These robots looking like he stole them from an assembly line at a Ford or Chrysler factory. Just taped a gun to them. Magneto, not the best planner, if we're being honest here. Switch over to Grayson. He is our front runner, remember, but he is down to 8 continues. Now the question is, does he continue to play like an absolute mad Chad, or does he start playing a little more conservatively? Running into the Blob? How did the Blob get here? He's not a normal enemy, is he? The answer may shock you. Uh-oh, right after that, the Wendigo and the Blob on the screen at the same time. That doesn't seem fair. That's because it's not fair. Oliver accidentally ticking his timer down again. 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, he's there. 5 lives and 6 credits remaining for Wolverine. Wendigo knocking him right out of the air like he does not give a shit. White Queen showing up to uneven the match a little bit. And the Dark Horse, Nimrod, making his way in. He walks very slowly, but he will be dangerous once on screen. Why does this part of the game even exist? That's an excellent question. Because right now you're about $4 deep and you're pissed. You really want to beat this game.
Fuck.
Nimrod goes down. 2 lives and 6 credits left for Wolverine. Grayson. Gurr right on his heels fighting Wendigo now. And Nils bringing up his own Wendigo kill shortly with White Queen there.
Fuck.
Topher, who has picked up a ton of speed and still has plenty of credits remaining. Even if he is 3 over, he's still quite a bit ahead of everybody else. John looking pretty solid with his 10 credits. Tim has a lot of credits left. He's behind in the level. Looks like Grayson is on to fighting Magneto, who has the absolute best kick animation in all of video games. As he looks like a rocket at super speed.
What about M. Bison?
What's that, Joe?
What about M. Bison?
M. Bison has a cool kick. This is a little It's delightful, and if you watch Al's stream, you'll see it. Hopefully.
Got it. Thank you.
Oh, and Magneto is almost ready to go down. Let's see it. It was Mystique. Get fucked.
Explains the kick.
It does explain the kick. Now, why does Magneto that you fight later still have that kick? That's a great question. Oh, here's the real Magneto. He doesn't give a shit about you. As far as final bosses go, let's see if those 5 credits can hold up. That's the real $1 million question here, folks. 4 credits remain.
Your Magneto is in another castle.
Indeed, your Magneto is in another castle. We are at the fun. Al's got to get in there. Okay, good. Al's got in there. He's got 3 lives, 3 credits. Topher also fighting through.
This is a really close run.
It is. I'm putting everything on multi-screen here. If you notice, he says, "Welcome to die," which is totally a real thing that people would say. Topher having tons of credits left, even if he did accidentally give him some, it doesn't matter, is very close. No one's got Magneto blinking just yet, but I am patiently waiting for it to happen. Oh, he is blinking on Nils' screen. Nils has him blinking, I repeat. So does Topher. Topher getting him with the blink boys.
And Walker now.
And Walker. Oh my god, it's a photo finish.
And Al.
And Al.
And John.
People spamming supers like it's their absolute fucking job. Who's going to have the most credits left over? Oh, Jesus. It's going to be close.
Dead.
And Nils takes it right before.
That was Walker slightly before mine.
Oh, let me see. Yep, it is Walker, slightly before his Blackbird flew away first. Fuck, that's wild as shit. Grayson ahead the whole time, and he could not close it out.
Done.
Topher finishing, and then John right after. Grayson going to be one of our last finishers here.
One of the funnest games today, for sure.
Hey, I'm glad you liked it, buddy.
I agree.
Walker was just like half a
for
second faster too. Maybe not even that much.
Al finishing with no tokens remaining and no lives. Really?
So you know how every single time you were wondering why I kept letting the timer run down? It was because no matter what I pressed, it wouldn't start the game.
What?
I kept hitting the buttons and hitting the buttons to go back in, and it wouldn't wouldn't load me in until some point after it went down to at least 10.
Did you try the start button?
Yeah, I mean, I tried every single button at one point or another.
Emulation is weird.
Yeah, every single. So I just periodically lost my lead over every single continue because I was always dropping off at least 10 to 15 seconds.
Well, you could have just hit the button a ton of times to get lives, to spend your tokens on lives.
I didn't really understand what was happening with that, and I didn't want to accidentally cheat.
Yes. What it does is when you're reloading it gives you 2 lives, because that's what you get when you're playing. So you can spend them all on the same character if you like, which is what Gur did. Wouldn't have to deal with the respawning. We go ahead and let's add this up and see where we finished for the day. Alright, so Walker finished by a hair faster than Alex. And then we had Topher and John right next to each other. And then Al and Tim's going to finish. Leaving our totals at Walker with 13 points. Walker is once again the champion and will receive one of our Hatchimal friends and is entitled to pick the genre for next week. Congratulations, Walker. You are a Giga Chad at Beat 'em Up Games.
Thank you. I'm doing a victory lap around the house. Thank you.
Clap, 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 clap.
Secret, I'm terrible at these games.
These games are fun.
We can tell them.
Colossus was fucking fun to play.
Yes, Colossus has the best screen clear, which I really like. But feel free to go ahead and turn off your streams, do your things. Thank you so very much for attending. I hope you all had a fun time.
Thank you, Leafy.
You are very welcome. And, Gur, go ahead and get me that genre for next week, and we will do it to it.